feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So, finally getting to these. I've had these for a while, and they were bought for a project that's going to require a shallow install. There's not a lot of room to mount these things, and so thought we'd give these a try. These are some nice quality stuff, and happy with the focal stuff so far. So let's get these unboxed and let's check them out. All right off the bat, we're gonna say that these things are pretty cool. It's kind of interesting. You can actually see light through these cones. So these are, if you guys aren't familiar with flax, flax is a type of a grass that they weave together, kind of like a fiberglass carbon fiber kind of thing. And it yields some pretty good properties. So it makes a nice lightweight, rigid cone. It's thin. It's amazing, but feels pretty rigid. Got a nice dust cap on it, cast basket. These are made in France, and as you can see, these things are shallow. How shallow are they, do you ask? They got a little over 2 inch, 2.125, which isn't real super shallow. They, a typical speaker is going to be 2.5, 2 5/8, 2 3/4. So they're maybe a ½ inch shallower, but they're a lot smaller in this region here because of the magnet. I'm pretty sure these have a neo magnet on them, which is pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Nice quality finish on them too. They look pretty cool. They do have grills. These are a pretty standard grill, and I'll be honest with you, they're just fine. I don't want anything overly fancy. They do come with a gasket to stick behind the speaker. Typical. These are the ones that fall off, and then you step on them when they fall off, or you run over them in your car after they fall off. But anyways, decent enough. If you do need grills on them, I mean, it's a shame to hide these things. So next up we have the tweeter, and this is I believe these are aluminum magnesium inverted dome tweeter, and so the tweeter's actually got, instead of it being a round dome, they go up, and then they have an upside down or inverted dome. So these are aluminum magnesium, so these should be pretty bright, but hopefully they sound pretty good. Like I said, I purchased these for one of my projects. So now we come to the crossover, and it's kind of interesting how these are. These are very compact. Not a whole lot going on these things. We do have some attenuation. We've got a 0 and -3 dB for the tweeter, and everything's shoved in here and very compact. So, I'm not sure why these are different than some of the other Evo Flax or the Flax ones, but I'm thinking these are sort of a model down from the higher end Flax. So maybe where they're cutting corners on is the crossover. So, and in all focal fashion, they do give us some speaker or tweeter, angled tweeter mounts, which is cool. And a bag of screws. All that in a bag of screws. So anyways, let's get these things hooked up on the bench. We'll do a little head-to-head against some of our other stuff, and we'll give them a whirl, see what they sound like. All right, so we got the focal Flax EVO PS 165 SSE. Got them all mounted up. We actually replaced the bastard set of Focal Flax that we had, that were the Focal Flax with the JL tweeter in them. So anyways, we're going to run these for a while and use these to compare against some other stuff. And I've had a couple hours to get these things broken in. So I don't know about your expectations on these, but these are a shallow mount speaker, and so you're going to give up something by that. There's no free ride. I think the design of them is as efficient as you can get. I've been listening to them, pretty happy with them. Unfortunately, the wonderful music that I listen to when I test these things, we can't use here. And that's such a bummer. I wish you guys could really hear it. But without further ado, let's give them a whirl. All right, this is full range, no subwoofer, no EQ.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I'm in this shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crap.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the EQ setting that I feel like works well with these. Gonna add a little subwoofer. Well, what do you guys think? You guys want to hear them against something else? Why not? That's what we do here. So what we've got here are a set of Hertz Mille Pro 3-ways. These are a pretty high level speaker. So I don't know if it's a fair fight, but they are pretty distinctly different. We will run them against this 3-way that is yet to be named. So let's give them a little shot. So what I'm gonna do, these are 1, these are 2, these are 3. So I'll point to them, give you a little number on them. All right, we're gonna run these things full range.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Myself, let us fight. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just me.
I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better break off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south.
So what do you think? I think they sound pretty good. I feel like they have a bit of a bright nature, which is kind of Focal's signature. I think where they are lacking is probably in the mid bass, low end, as compared to these 3-way Hertz speakers, where that's where those really shine. the bottom end in them, the mid bass, is really tight. It's really full. It's really got a deep, rich sound to it. The focals, I wouldn't expect any less out of them. They're rich and bright and happy and just a good all around, look like a really good quality speaker. So if space constraints are an issue, I think these are a great way to go. We've tested some other, shallow mount speakers in the past. And I'm gonna say that these things are right up there with it. They're not, I'd say they're more of a middle of the road shallow, just because they are still fairly deep even for a shallow mount speaker. But I'm pretty impressed with them, and we'll see if they make them into one of my vehicles. That is why I bought them in the first place. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. Also, pick up one of our channel stickers. Appreciate it, and thanks for watching. We got some more to come, and we're actually going to bring in some redo from the hi-fi redo. So we got some cool stuff that vintage stuff that I want to get out and show you guys. So we'll catch you next time.